Yo, my side, what go on?
There.
Yo, my side, what go on?
Hold on.
All right. What man them stay? Everybody good? Or the trading up? Or the fund that them are going, the thing them are going.
Nah.
Eh?
You know, say last week the gold trade, but never set a stop loss. Wake up, see big emails. We have to wake up one later tonight.
What you say?
So I'm gonna start a fresh one tonight. Still.
Oh, which one you gonna start? I feel like I need for start for do one too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say we could do a challenge, no? We could do a challenge.
You can do that, yes.
Ranzo, how you stay?
Yeah, but I do that test what size and I got.
Which
Irish British.
which prop firm will I use?
You know that the one on me I go for Alpha Capital, but anyone who don't want to use, I never try FTMO still. I'm here, so them are the most reliable. So
FTMO, but somebody a bridging a mind that mentioned 5%ers. I don't know if
5%.
I think 5%ers. I think
You
better
get
pay out.
a pair before. Oh.
I don't think better pay out yet, but them trade MT5, but they actually sign up. We never really did not yet. So them not look bad. Them have 14,000 reviews. Typically, you go on like the 1-star rating them for sale people, I say. Delayed payout.
What the date on that?
That one, yeah, 3 hours ago.
Ross.
They're accusing of hedging. Disappointed with the payout process.
I mean, I hear nobody else them like get them payout.
Yeah, manipulating spreads. Very disappointed. I'm sorry. 1% risk. Then I can't risk in every single trade is 1%. And also if it hits 1% risk, then I can't trade for next one or I mean I them rules still.
Yeah. Wait, if you can't pass your 1% risk?
No, that what I'm saying is like what I'm say is like if you hit 1%, you can't trade again for your next hour. That's what I'm saying.
Want to start a challenge, want to pass it.
Yeah, when I start a challenge, see if we can pass it in a week, yeah. Post can pass in a week. But I want to see all the rules. First, see if it makes sense. I set a 5%. Which one you say is alpha?
Alpha Capital.
I hate this.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
It's have a
Alpha
4.5
capital
star
K.
rating.
Mm.
Too much rules. If you keep blowing accounts, they are fine. But as soon as you start passing them and requesting withdrawals, they'll ask for their interview. The massive interview.
Mm. That's crazy.
Another 10K paid in my bank account effortlessly. On stardom. But 2 days ago. Everybody have a different experience with every prop firm stills.
Yeah. That make it hard to pick and choose because
Pick
you
and
read the bad
choose.
ones them and then the good ones them.
I don't think FTM one of the MT5.
Me probably can't use that still because I think them say it's a US bank account I have now. So
Yeah, I have a US bank account, but I just want them use MT5.
I think so. I think them offer MP5 and the next one they would. I don't remember what it called.
Trade locker.
Trade locker. Never used that before.
Never used trade locker before neither.
No. I think top tier straight trade locker.
Yeah, top tier of trade locker, yeah.
Which one is it upon?
It's a FTMO. With FTMO, I see nobody I said I'm not getting a payout. I got my funding 100K to March 2012. And I got 2 payouts. When I asked for third payout, they banned my account for no reason. When they have to pay you, they will find some way to ban you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing is
I
that I don't.
always hear people complain about that. Like after a while, if you request payouts and you're a profitable trader,
Yeah.
it's like them find a way for ban you.
Oh.
But how me plan for go about it? When me get 2, 3 payout, may I start use my personal.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way to go about it. Once you get any payout at all, you start channeling the money to your broker because you get more opportunity to risk. There is less issue,
Uh-huh.
rules and them thing there.
Uh-huh.
So my advice is always when you make profits, you put majority of your profits back on a broker and then you use the rest side to do whatever you want to first. The thing is, I don't see much people talking about like them not paying out. I think the issue is them rules and people saying about like having multiple. So you see everything about spreads, huge commission, high entry fee. Let's see the FTMO offer. Let's see this first. High stakes. You have a 2-step high stakes program. $100K challenges.
Um, look up funded next.
Now come there. 100K. So the cost is 445. You get a refund. Part of the reward, I have an 80% split. 80 to 100% split. 545 for 100K now, but 20K, 165, 326 for 60K, 545. Maximum daily is 5%. Maximum loss is 10%.
Uh-huh.
So that would mean probably would have to risk 1.5%. 1.5% per trade. First target at 8%, second target at 5%. 10% for scaling. What that mean? What 10% for scaling mean?
I'm not sure.
Does it mean that you can't get a withdrawal unless it reach 10%?
Oh,
Okay, so profit split is 80 to 100% with a monthly fixed payout.
so you can only withdraw monthly?
Yeah, it looks so. Maximum number of active accounts per trader. 5K, 120K. Okay. So one account per trader, so you can have more than one account. Maximum is 500,000. Okay, so there's a 10% growth target, which means that, or I'm assuming means that you need to reach 10% to request a payout. 10% to get a withdrawal. But what it's saying is that traders can request a payout at any point, regardless of the 10% target. First payout 14 days after receiving a funded account, and every 2 weeks after that. The 14-day payout cycle will reset every time you have a new account scaled. What is the scaling plan? Okay, so for every 10% profit generated on a funded account, the account balance and split profit will increase according to the table. So for a 100K account,
Oh.
110%, 110,000, 137,000. Okay. All right. So basically, you have to reach a 10% target to get your withdrawal. Um, and once you reach a 10% target, your account actually moves to that amount. I think we're willing to take a chance on that one. Yeah. What you say next one? What funded next? $30,000 reviews. A lot of people are complaining to them account get blocked.
Which one that?
The funded next. Damn, man. Up tier of 4.1.
Young prop firm, man. You can check out the Pro Traders Fund there.
Huh? uh, 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 yeah, like picking a prop firm is like trading.
I'm not telling
You don't know which one to pick. You don't know if you're going to lose or win.
you.
So pick a prop firm to blows and security is a challenge. Um, let me see FTMO.
Check Blue Guardian.
Guardian, not forward. All right, so FTMO, 100K, two-phase. We don't know what static or premium. We don't know the difference between the two. 579, 100K challenge. 10% profit target. 5% in phase two. Minimum profitable days. What the hell this is? When it's a minimum profit, this means that in order to pass or withdraw, you must have a minimum of 3 days of at least 0.5% or more. The fuck? What that mean?
I guess you have to be in profit for 3. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure.
I think that's how they got the consistency rule.
Oh,
Yeah, consistent 3 days consecutively. Well, some of them are consecutively still.
something like FTMO rules, then, brother.
I think it has to do with
Yeah,
the
not too
you want
much.
to click up at the top
Oh, oh,
program
okay.
type.
Drawdown type, relative. But relative drawdown type here. Relative drawdown is flexible. Man. Okay, that's a like same thing like pro traders. There's no minimum days for the advanced daily simulated last 5% scaling plan. You can request a scale at every 20% made during the FT trader phase for full details. See, so you have to get 20% for actually forget a withdrawal.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
FTMO sound like them handcuff you and say, all right.
Yeah.
That's true.
FTMO look at them say, yo, shit. All right, so I'm gonna try. Oh, you said the next one, blue. What you say?
Think of Guardian.
Blue Guardian. I always see that pop up on YouTube like a ad.
My money have all 3 step. Me not try go through no 3. What kind of 3 step? What?
I'll be like staircase.
Oh, them not have MT5 though.
I don't.
Them have C trader, trade locker. Me not used to know them something there, MT5 alone me used to, can't bother. Nah,
Me
try,
too.
go with nothing.
Check out that one name funding trader. What to say?
And I'm gonna check out that one. Brother, I said funding pips.
Funding pips. I think they recently start use like MT5.
Funding pips. Okay. All right. So 2 step, 100K. Funding pips pro. Minimum trading days 1. Maximum daily body blood clot. 3% maximum daily loss, bro. Oh, the money I study.
I think that a pro.
Oh, okay. So why I'm not do this? Or it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Trick them or try trick people. But they won't with that.
Man, them tayo ka, tayo recruit until you go beat work record.
Yeah. 1 to 100 leverage, profit target 8%. Well, over here, so we're different. Master, okay. 5%, 10%. Reward split flexible, what that mean? Interesting. This not bad. This cheap. That's the first thing. Yo, me not trust this a blood. Yo, instant funding, $499. And something can go so.
Instant money for 100K.
Yeah, $499.
That sound too good to be true.
That's what me I say too. Leverage 1 to 50. Maximum loss is okay. Maximum loss is 5%. I've got to log in and buy challenge.
Them make up feet in the rules.
Yeah, must. Must make up feet in the rules. But the two-step, no bad still, no. This no look bad at all. All right, so the first phase for the two-step.
Hold on. So with your experience you actually did in the industry, you think a prop firm can actually do same day payout?
Same day payout?
Yeah, like all right, say you withdraw, you make a withdraw and it reaches within 24 hours. So say you make it Monday and you get it Tuesday.
Yeah, man, you have 24-hour payout, man. It's just I have to pay a little extra for that, though. Yeah, man, they have prop firm with them thing, man.
Yeah, but like it's sustainable, like it's a thing where them can actually
It
do.
is enough because at the end of the day, bro, majority of people are gonna lose their money. You get me? So it is sustainable. And if you typically for you to pay for same day withdrawal or instant withdrawal, you have to pay money upfront for that service. So the more people them can get to sign up for that and lose them accounts, the more money they make. You get me?
It's the same day. What if it can be a case where the money can just deduct from where them would withdraw? So say like them withdraw $500 and for pay for this.
We not understand. Go again. Yo. I can get cut off.
Or you would have to pay for it before.
Yeah, I never hear you. You break up a while ago, bro.
Yeah, you hear me?
You might hear you now.
All right, so say you already passed the challenge and everything, and you're in a profit for $500 and you withdraw $500. But the service for the same day, $100. Like them can do it like that. So just take it from the profit you already make.
I think
So you would get 400 instead of the 500. Or you have to pay for that before.
They can do that, bro, but for them to maximize profits, they have to charge you for that from before. So typically, I sign up on that from before.
Okay.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's business, and we can understand why a prop firm might do that. Because it's a lot of people don't understand that to operate a prop firm, it's very costly. You know what I mean? You have to pay for server, you have to pay for even MT5. Just to be an MT5, you have to talk about a couple $100,000 a year just for have MT5. You get me? I said, along with them server, along with other things. So It's not really easy running a prop firm, to be honest with you. It's not an easy thing at all. To me, it's one of the hardest things. When you come on, running a broker is easier than running a prop firm. You get me?
Mm.
So a lot of people them try to maximize them costs. Cause the only good thing is that 90% of the traders that come on are gonna fail. So they have that advantage to maximize their income from. So my thing is that the best thing to do is to just have multiple prop firm accounts and trade them. And as soon as you get a payout, you just continue, recycle. And every time you get a payout, you take that money there and put it in a broker account. So don't be limited to just one prop firm, have multiple prop firm accounts, and then, you can actually use the money from that and actually channel it into to your broker account, so you have more flexibility. That's how I was able to actually grow. I was actually grow my account. So all the profits I make from the prop firm, take it out, put on a broker account, make money, take it out, and then at one point now, it's been, I'd probably say, apart from pro traders, it's been like probably a year since I've done any prop firm trading.
So your first prop firm was what?
Let's what them the name.
Do you get a payout from them? So I not just use them for this or I don't know.
I don't think they're around anymore, no.
Oh, them must have been. Wait,
Yeah.
I just what you call it again? My first ever prop firm, my passed the challenge and like 3 days after, them got out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure I remember the name.
I try remember the name of the
And it was
one.
this big thing.
Yeah.
What the name again?
I don't know.
Damn, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember, bro. There's a couple of them. There's two of them I was using, but they're not operational anymore. There's two of them I was using. I make a good amount of money, but then the money starts slow down. When I get no withdrawal, I reach out to customer service. One of them was a
Uh,
big thing. Enough people never get their money. Even some Jamaican traders never get their money. And it was a big thing and them shut down. That's one. And then the others know the other one that
which
work.
year? Which year that?
That's like 2000. That's 2023.
Probably the same one. I mean, I thought we I thought about.
2023. No, I never Apex. Get away. Honestly, remember. So my prop something or something like so my prop something. But I forgot go back and check. But yeah, but this no look bad at all. The funding pips and look bad. Let me see how the review them stay. I'm gonna see the something there. Them ISO certified. Oh, see it a trust pilot. Yo, this nobody no bro. Because most of the body reviews, nobody's talking about payouts. They're talking about customer support. They're talking about news trading. They're talking about switching from trade locker to MT5, and then people have to pay extra. Yo, them when I see an issue about payout issues. Okay, so holding trades during high impact news events or over the weekend is not allowed on a zero master account. Okay. Funding pips and look, what in a pips? I like come here so far. And then use MT5, yeah. Look bad at all. 5% max drawdown. 2%, we can risk 2. That means we can risk 2% per trade.
Think of my
Profit
Forex
target.
funds. My Forex fund did that.
My Forex funds, that is it.
I the same one, man. And I'm gone with my 3 bills.
You're lucky at 3 bills I'm going with. Gone with more than that for me. But when you get some withdrawals too, I'm not gonna lie. Get some proper withdrawal. I think the first like 10 grand trade I'm gonna make. I mean, granted, some of make that 10 grand trade end up I come down to like 6 grand. Some only end up I take 6 grand from it. Yo, funding pips and look bad. Who else watch check out though? All right, somebody said try Funded Pro. I'm gonna see what I'm going for Funded Pro. But Funded pips not look bad.
Funded pips are who in the shortlist.
So far, Funded pips alone, me see them. I could have tried for 5% as, but I think Funded pips seem a little bit more flexible. I'm gonna say payout issue. When I say nobody talk about payout issues. Yeah, when I say nobody talk about payout issues. No matter of fact, people I say them get them payout. Okay. All right, so the next one we're gonna try our Funder Pro. Funder Pro, that one. Okay. All right. Payouts from the first trade. What I said, no hidden rules. The only prop firm that funds you with real capital. Daily payouts, 24/7 support, 80% profit risk. No trading drawdown, funded traders, A-booked, news and weekend holding. What I say? Them a go on, man. 3 challenge types to suit any strategy and objective with all challenges you will get. All right. See that already. Okay, fastest way to get funded, only one phase to clear, same price as regular 2 phase. What you say? You can see what I'm going for this. $100K. Bumbuckler. Them not have MT5 up. Trade locker. Damn, man. Is it worth it? And them single phases is $549. Target profit is 14%. Daily loss 4%. Max 7. No, I'm good. No, thank you. Could go back to the regular scheduled programming. Target profit 10%. Phase 2, 8%. Daily loss 5%. So basically the same thing. Oh, them have a consistency rule. What exactly is a consistency rule? You know what the consistency rule is?
I don't know about that.
But it's a trade on weekends, no. Oh, you can just, if you're the swing trade and you trade on weekends. $45% consistency rule. Yo, chat. Tell me about the consistency rule. What the 45% consistency rule mean? Anybody? Them guarantee payout.
This is from read out off of Google a while ago. Basically, your strategy percentage. So if you win 50%
Oh,
or 45% of your trades.
okay. So minimum
Yeah.
45% win rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Leverage what this Forex is 1 to 100. Uh,
Hold on. So you can breach your account if you just can't request a payout if you're under 45.
think it is that you can request a payout. Yeah, Thunder Pro no bad. I just the only issue I have with Thunder Pro is that we can't use MT5. So but Thunder Pro no look so bad. We could look on the review them. Could look on the reviews and see how them stay. What is a 4-star review? 4.1. Customer support. Platform full of issues. No reply. Customer support. Your issue. Customer support. Customer support. Crash of trade locker. Customer support. Customer support. All right. So when me go upon them something, I'm gonna say customer support. Me not no problem with them something. Yes, I want to have great customer support, but as long as I can see where people not talk about the payout is an issue, because a lot of the times when you have customer support issues is because persons have unique situations where them only show them side of the thing. But once there's no payout related issue, we not too have a problem with it. So funded pro not look bad. It's just that would have to get would have to use trade locker. What next one we say would I go check out? Ranzo.
Where's again? Funding traders.
Funding traders. Funding traders. This okay. Keep 100% of the profits you make. Me not like that. Get paid every 7 days. Trade on any major platform. Like them something, yeah. Me not like see them something.
That sounds familiar.
So familiar.
Me not like see them something. You wanna love the fucker, you know. Phase 1, 10% target. Maximum drawdown, 5,000. Maximum loss per trade 2,000. So them have a per trade maximum. Can I style that? So that means that 1.5% alone you can risk per trade for that one. Phase 2, 5%. Maximum loss 10%. Maximum daily loss 5%. No more than 2% per trade. No profit targets. A 10 and 5, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now try with that. Two-step pro. $715. 12% maximum loss. Regular two-step of 550. So we get 5 trades. But I get 5 trades. But I get 5 trades for blow the account. We got 2% per trade. We got 1.5%. We get what? 7 trades.
I think up at top of a change from the legacy to the next option. I think they remove on there, so yeah.
Okay.
That come like the FTMO. Different.
Oh, this is interesting, no, but what may I say is why that one are cheaper and the rules are more flexible. Because that one are more expensive. That one are more expensive, Zin. But it more stringent. They even have a maximum loss per trade. But then that one are cheaper and it do have a maximum loss per trade. That one are suspect to me. Anybody familiar with funding traders? Okay, them said all right, so always over check out pips. So far, funding pips, what is his name? Funding pips are win. I lead the pack right now. Win for try for funding pips.
Everyone to another interview with one of our funnel traders. Today, Greco is with us. He's actually kind of a legend on Twitter. You may have heard of him before. Hi, Greco. Welcome to Funding Pips. It's really nice to see you here again.
Hey, what's up? Thank you very much to be here. It's an honor.
Hi, everyone. Today we're hosting Hope from US. I'm very happy to host her here because she is the first female trader that we have in our channel at the moment. Welcome everyone to another interview with one of our funnel traders. Today our funnel trader Idris is with us. Idris has withdrew over $52,000 of payout and is currently waiting for $35,000.
What you say? Wanna shoot up the charts, man. All right, so I want to say peeps. Funding pips. Waiting for trial fight. What wanna say, chat? Chat, what wanna say? What try for funded pips?
And this is
This month is challenge month. We're gonna do a challenge, and I'm gonna do this challenge live. Give you all every single update on my challenge. So think we're gonna work with funding pips. See what them sign up process look. Enter your name, email address, yada yada yada. Get confirmation. All right, hold on the peeps. Now go create account and say, look, hold on there. Don't move. Don't move a muscle. Don't move a muscle. I create an account. See how it look. All right. So somebody says, when people make these kinds of money, how does the payout work with Jamaican banks? Well, typically, it's best to have an account that has a lot of volume coming into the account. If an account will have thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in, then that would be good for you. That's one option. So you have a personal account, you have a whole heap of money coming. Like when they see them kind of money, then now go flag you. Whenever you open a bank account, you can open a new bank account and say that your business is education or create a business, right? It could be a personal account still, you know. But what you're going to do in the section where they ask how much money do you expect to be passing through your account, you're going to put a figure that is higher than what is typically there. So if you know, say for instance, you want to probably make like all a 2 grand per month or a 4 grand per month or a 5 grand per month. You want to put that amount of money as the amount of money that will be passing through your account. So when that money come, it now get flagged because you already tell them that that kind of money will be passing through your account. However, you have to make sure so that kind of money they actually passing through your account on a consistent basis, right? And you want to gradually increase. So what you do is the first withdrawal, you withdraw a $1,000, then you withdraw 15 bills, then you withdraw $1,000, then you withdraw a $2,000. Make them see a consistent amount of money coming in your account so that them don't flag it, right? That's the second way. The third way is to actually create a business account and have that business account actually be what drives your money. Because once you have a business account, I think there's a limit of like probably 100,000 US that you can pass through your account without them flagging it. So you can actually have a business account where you pass that money to. And the fourth thing is you can open, if you're able to, you can open an account in the US, right? So you open an account in the US and you're sending money to the US account, and all you do is just transfer the money from your US account to the local account, or you can link your US bank account to your US account and just transfer the money between the two, and that's another option. So those are multiple options you can use, you can look into. I am fortunate enough to be operating a business. I was operating a business before. So all of my accounts, there are like millions of dollars that pass through my account. So when a couple of thousand US dollars or 10,000 US dollars come to me, it's not going to get flagged because I've already had a history of a lot of money passing through my account, right? So I would suggest that would be the better option when it come on to getting the banks to not have any issues whenever you're getting your withdrawals. So the best thing is to just be upfront about monies that are coming into your account. A lot of people don't want to disclose this, but open an account so that X amount of money going to be coming to my account, so they actually know. Because if you tell them, say you're gonna see 100,000 Jamaican dollars per month, but yet still make a withdrawal and you make a withdrawal of 5,000 US, they're gonna flag it, which makes sense. You know what I mean? So that is what I would say. All right, so welcome, Dwayne Harris. Are you ready to buy your first challenge? Almost. What are the trading rules, right? It's all about discipline and consistency. No rush, no need to rush. You don't build a life in a day. There is plenty of time to pass the evaluation. Trading behavior and rules. The student phase is to test your trading skills. During the student phase, you must achieve a profit of 8% without breaching any other rule and have 3 minimum trading days. So we need to be trading for at least 3 days, right? So how we go around that, peeps, is say for instance you meet a target. What you can do is just enter very, very small risk, like literally like a 0.001 lot size. I just enter for a trade and close it out, right? So that's so we can go around that. The practitioner phase is to confirm the results and outcomes of the student. During this practitioner phase, you must achieve a target of 5%. So the first target is 8%, the second target is 5%. All right. Maximum daily loss. The amount you are allowed to lose per day. For the purpose of this rule, the higher value between equity and balance will be used. The rule is set to 5% of the starting equity or balance every day. The rule states that the equity of the day, which is the result of the current floating P&L, in sum with all closed positions of the day, must not hit the maximum daily loss. The daily maximum loss reset at 000 every day. Maximum loss limit. The maximum loss limit is the amount the equity or balance is to go below. Or balance can go below, right? This rule is set to 10% of the initial account size. For example, if the trader has 100,000 account and maximum loss limit is 10%, the equity or balance can't go below $90,000 at any moment. So that means that even if you're in a trade, right, and you're in the trade and it go below, it go to 89,000 US, but then it goes back up into profit, you will still breach your account because it went below the 9%, even though you're in the trade. So a lot of traders get that confused. So them bombard customer service and say, hey, I never lost the money. It is based on a drawdown system. So if the rule is that you must not breach 90% or $90,000, even if you're in the trade and it goes down below $90,000, say even got $89,999, you breach the account. That's just the rules. Like, people need to understand, say the people have them rules and what for us work with them rules. As long as that is why you don't have a case a lot of times, because you're not working with the rules. So if the rules say you can't do this, then they're not supposed to breach your account. However, if your account go to $90,500 and then them say you breach your account, at least you have proof saying your account never go below $90,000, so you're good to go, right? So the idea is, guys, you want to ensure that you understand the rules whenever you're signing up for these things. So you're allowed to hold trades during news and over the weekends. During the evaluation, you are allowed to hold trades over the weekend and trade during the news in the evaluation stage, right? During the funded phase, master only, you are allowed to hold trades during news and over the weekends. Profit from trades that are open or closed 5 minutes prior to and after a high impact news event or speech on the affected currency will not be counted on the master account unless the trade is executed 5 hours prior to the event news. So I guess what this is saying is that there's no news trading. This restriction applies to all forms of trade execution, such as manual, pending, during, this is how they get pick up with what they runs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So guys, I suggest when it comes on to funding accounts, you do not use pending orders. Market executions only. When it comes on to because the rules are so stringent, you have to ensure that you cover yourself. So I would suggest that you do not use pending orders, do market executions, because if you do pending orders and there's slippage and there's news and all of these things, you might blow your account. So never, ever, ever use pending orders for your funded accounts. Always just the market execution. The reality is that if you're trading a funded account with so many rules, you want to be there on the charts trading. You don't want to be taking a trade and hoping and wishing for a trade. You want to analyze the market and execute your trade and then go about your business. Whatever happen after that, But don't use no pending order. When you have your broker account and that money is yours, then you can have all the pending orders you need because there's no rules and the people them have them rules, right? So our system will automatically close the affected trades that are open within the prohibited time window. We use Forex Factory as our news calendar source. In the event any deductions result in the breach of the daily loss limit or maximum loss limit, the trader is responsible for the violation. To help swing traders while preventing news gamblers, traders that are open 5 hours. So they do give it that leniency. So once you have the trade open 5 hours before the news or on the weekends, you still can hold the trade. So you won't be affected. So if it's a pending order, you get free. But if you're holding the trade from 5 hours before and then news come out and you're not going to be affected by anything that happens in that situation. Trade the way you want. Use an EA, hold during news, hold trades over the weekend, hedging, long short, right. So this will lead to, okay, keep in mind that using a third-party expert advisor is allowed as long as it is a trade or risk manager. Using any other third-party expert advisor is not allowed. This will lead to a denial of the evaluation or reward or closure. So therefore, you can have a risk manager, but you can't have a third-party account connected to your account, which is like, I think it's probably like a trade copier. So you can't have a trade copy on your account. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Then we have a Discord. You can see how them Discord look. Them have 8,900 online and 157,000 members. Wow, that's a lot. This post was made on Friday. I have giveaways. All right. Okay, so the account seem to be very active. There are a couple of Jamaicans who are on there as well. So the account seems to be Discord seems to be extremely active. Live support. All right, so good so far. So the reward section, there is no rewards. All right. Go through this early. One second, guys. Oh, should I check if them have no like giveaways? Have any codes? So the money have like a discount code there we can get. Oh, you can use MT5 to get a 10% discount. Applies to 1-step, 2-step, and funding 0. Will not apply to the pro account. Ends on March 31st.
Is the discount?
Huh?
How much is the discount?
10%. Just a little $50, you know? But every muckle make a mickle or something like so. $47, man. I'm grateful, bruv. One moment, please. Hold on, peeps. I go for a charge. I and I move forward. Is it? We soon get the chart breakdown going, guys. We just try to sign up for your funded account. Because we do a funded challenge this month. We do a funded challenge this month, so we are trying to sign up for your funded account. So we soon get the we soon get the charts going. So give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. RPs, the back in the place. And now, my phone battery just, oh, the fuck this? All right, people, phone battery dead, so I give it some time for charge and then try again. Now, in the meantime, we can break down the charts real quick. Caught this trade last week on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Caught this move. Boom. Let's see what's happening. So we'll clear the charts. So you don't know, it's a new month, a new week, a new month, which is amazing. So we should be seeing some pretty good moves this month. Let's start from the 12-month line. Oh, it's a new quarter as well, guys. A new quarter approaching us as well. All right, so for the 12-month on GJ, we see where price actually broke out of this level. It came and tapped onto right here, and now it's pushing up. I'm expecting that price is going to come up here at some point, right? So price is going to come up here at some point. This is the highest point that the monthly candle went to before it pushed down. I'm expecting, not the monthly, but the yearly candle, rather. It came to as high as here before pushing down. It pushed down, and now it's going back up. So we're expecting this candle at some point to flip and drive and possibly tap into this area at some point this year, right? So I have a long way to go before it reaches there. On the 6-month timeline, we're basically seeing the same thing with 3 months to go. I'm expecting this candle to possibly flip and push up and drive. If not drive, it probably come into this area for the first 6 months, and then the next 6 months, it actually makes its push up, right? On the 3-month timeline, as you know, GJ was ranging for a bit. So it was actually in this area right here for a little bit. It broke out of the area, and now it's pushing up. Now, this now means that we have a new 3-month candle that is going to be opening in the next 23 hours, right? So 31 days in March, which means that there is a great chance that this candle might come down a little bit more and then go back up, and then the next candle might open with a wick and then start to push up. So it's looking like we might get some initial sells first before we get the buys based on how the candle is looking, but we have to go down to the next time frame to see exactly what's happening. So we'll move from the 3-month to the monthly time frame, right? And yeah, so for the monthly time frame now, you can see where price was ranging in this area right here. So price was ranging in here for a while. It came as low as right there. It broke out, and now it broke back in. And I remember calling this trade long before, you know, from the month it started, we expected price to push down for a week and push it back into this area. So now what we're expecting to see is for this monthly candle to close, and then a new candle form with a wick, and then possibly the monthly candle pushing out for more buys up into this area, similar to what we just spoke about when we're looking at the 6-month timeline. So I'm expecting that at the close, this candle is going to close bullish for the month. I don't foresee it flipping in literally 23 hours. It's not going to flip in 23 hours. So I'm expecting this candle to actually close bullish, either like this or a little bit stronger bullish, but I'm expecting this candle to close bullish, right? And when this candle close bullish, we're expected to see a wick open down here. And then as the wick open, we have the body push up and then close inside here for the next month. So far, just looking ahead, we can say that there's a possibility that this month coming up in April is going to be bullish, right? So that is what we're anticipating, but we don't anticipate, we don't anticipate, my brain freeze, we don't anticipate, we adapt, right? So On the weekly time frame now, let's see what's happening. Good to go. All right. So I remember when this candle opened on the weekly time frame, I did say that it opened without a bottom wick. So we're expecting that price is going to create a bottom wick first, right, before actually pushing up. So at some point, a bottom wick is going to be created. So I'm expecting market to open and push down for a bottom wick and then come back up at some point. That is my expectation. So I'm expecting that price is going to give us a bottom wick down here first. Oh, and there you go. The market has now opened. So we're expecting price to come down with a bottom wick to come down here first before pushing back up. So let's see how that plays out. As you can see, market has officially opened. And we will see how things actually work out. So on the daily kind of confirms this as well. As you can see, price actually broke out of this area, broke back in to this area, which means that there's a great chance it's going to tap onto this line down here, probably tap onto the EMAs, and then continue to push up. So there's a great possibility that between now and tomorrow, we can be looking at possible sells. And then when price reach up, hit down here, then we can look for buys, right? So we're looking for possible sells on GJ starting today. So within the next 24 hours, we could be looking at price coming up first and then possibly closing here, coming up first, coming down here, and then closing in this between these two lines right here. So what I'm expecting to see is a candle that looks like this. So it comes up with a top wick, it comes down here, and then when it comes down here, it actually closes like this. All right. And then the next week after that, we'll possibly have a candle that looks like this. And then the next week after that, we have a candle that starts to push up like this. And come into here, right? So we can possibly see a candle that comes down. Its body probably come down to here and then it start to reject. And then once we see it close between these two areas, we can expect the next candle to create a wick. And then either this candle going to actually come down here and stop right here for the next weekly candle, or this candle might just be a strong bullish candle to the upside and start to move and break this high right here. And then the next candle will open up and actually start to push. But I am still seeing bullish moves overall based off this market structure. And this is confirmed just by looking at simple market structure, right? So we start out with this low. Then we had this equal high that was created. Then this higher low. Then another equal high that was created. Then another higher low. And then price broke out and created a higher high. Then a higher low. Then a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high, right? But then as it creates this higher high, it's now coming down, which it might just come and equal this low right here, and then start to push up, which is what we're anticipating would happen. So price is likely to come down here at this point and start to reject, or it could even come as far as down here, right? But I'm anticipating that it will come here and then reject to the upside. So overall, in the next day, we're looking at price to actually push up from here. Now you can do one of two things. If you see the opportunity, you can actually take the trade. When the candle comes up here, you can probably look for sells to come down and tap into this area as one option, or you can wait for the next couple of days for price to come down here and then do its thing for price to push up. Right? As you look at the 4 hour, let's see if there's any opportunities there on the 4 hour that we can be looking for. Probably later tonight into tomorrow, there are any opportunities for trades. As you can see, price created this low, created a high, and now it's coming back down. So I'm expecting that the candle might do something like this, come up here at some point, or even here, then come down and then start to push up. So the opportunities for sales are there. Let's look at the 1 hour, see if we can see any areas particularly where price could actually retest. Right off the bat, we're seeing here as a potential area for price to come to. So we could probably see price actually come up here, grab some liquidity, and then start to push down from here on the 1 hour. So this is going to take about 3, 4, 5, or 6 hours for this actual move to play out. So that is an opportunity. Now, if price actually starts to push down from here and come down here, I would suggest we either do one of two things. Either we'll wait for the candle to break here, make a comeback here, and then come down. Or if the candle comes down here first, we'll just have to just wait for the candles to form so we can push up back into this area. But as you can see right now, the 1 hour candle is pushing down into this area. So we just have to wait and see how it goes. But ideally, we want the candles to come back into this region right here and then start to push down. And then this should also be like a Fibonacci retracement here. From here to here. So this Fibonacci retracement lines up here. If we start from where this move happened right here, because this is the high. So yeah, so the Fibonacci retracement lines up actually with our area of interest. So our area of interest would be right here. That's the golden zone on the Fibonacci area. So our first point of interest for sales would be in the 194.6 region. So this area would be our point of interest for sales. So it wants the price come back into here, start to reject either like this or start to reject like that, and then we'll see if we can get a trade to the downside to come down to here. All right. So that's our first move. So our first take profit, if price comes up here, then our first take profit will be looking at that white line. So we'll be looking at taking the trade here, stop loss probably above there. And then the first white line will be our first take profit, which is right here. And then we can possibly see if we can hold it here, here, and down here. So those are the different areas that we can look for our take profits, right? But this is a very strong area. As you can see, price has rejected from this area multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a very strong area, right? So if price actually breaks this area, there's a great chance it's going to come and retest the area before continuing down. So those are two opportunities. So if price ends up breaking here, this now becomes our new point of interest for price to continue to push down. So that's what we're looking for, right? So the two scenarios that we're looking to play out today, is scenario 1, where price pushes up into here and then start to come down, or scenario 2, price pushes down here, gives us a retracement here, and then starts to push down. So those are the two scenarios that we're looking on for our sells. All right, everybody clear? Everybody good with that? Everybody understand what's going on? You. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked. So those are the two opportunities that we're looking at. We're looking at sales right now until market does this and start to push up. That's what we're looking at. So, and because we're doing this funding challenge now, we'll have to stick to our rules, stick to our guns. We're not going to make any mistakes. Whatever we plan to do, we'll look for that and we'll execute. So we're not going to be taking any risky trades. All right. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at. If it plays out that way, then good. If not, and it start to come up here, then we can look for the move to continue and pull back and push up. So that is on GJ. Also, in doing this challenge, there's a great chance, guys, that I'm going to be sticking to one pair. So I won't be trading anything else. So I think GJ is the pair that I'm going to be trying to use. Currently, as you can see, gold is just on a fucking tear right now. Like, gold doesn't seem like it wants to slow down anytime soon. Gold is just moving up. Gold is just moving up. Just when you thought that gold was gonna close bearish or start to come down bearish, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Gold just start pushing back up. Right? So it broke out of this area right here. All right, it created this low right here. So now we just have to anticipate that gold will continue to go up. So even if it comes back here, look for it to shoot. The only time we're looking for full-on sells is if gold is supposed to come down here and then retest here to push down. So overall, without looking at any other timeline, we know that gold is bullish. We know that gold is just pushing right now. So we don't even need to look at the other timeline. The weekly is bullish. The monthly is bullish. The 3-month is bullish. Like all the candles on gold look exactly like this. So we don't need to even think about that. So we're thinking about now on gold is we're just looking at what the hell is happening to this phone? It's just looking for further push up, right? But it's a new monthly candle, new 3-month candle. So we can be considering that there might be a small push down, but right now gold is pushing up. Gold just don't care about nobody at this point. Gold is just pushing up. So yeah. And the thing is that I don't like trade gold like this because there's no structure really that you can say, okay, did this, did that. You know, coming back here, it's hard to trade pairs that are at all-time highs because there's no real structure, right?
Bonfire upon gold.
Hey, I know your style, man. So, you know, I just have to just go and watch gold and see what. But for those who are trading gold though, possibly to continue the up move and the aggressive move on gold, it could be looking for the trade to come down here and then continue to push, right? Even if it don't continue to push, you can look for an opportunity to come down here. You enter the trade to take it back up here and then possibly come down here. So that's the more likely move that I'd be interested in gold. I wouldn't take a trade where gold is right now, because if I do take a long trade, right, my stop loss would have to be at least down here. And I don't know where my take profit would be because there's no history to tell us, okay, take profit can be here. So that's the issue with trading all-time highs. But if price does come down here, I know that this would be a nice take profit for me if gold was supposed to push up, because gold must at least touch by the area that it's coming from. So if I can get a trade from here, get a nice like a 1 to 3 back to this level, then that's how I would take my trade. But for now, I would need to see gold first pull back to right here for me to take a trade up, or pull back to down into here for me to take a trade up. And then if that doesn't play out, if it pulls back, breaks all those lows, and then start to reject from here, then we look to start to buy it down. But for now, gold bias on gold. Then, so yeah. So now we move to NAS. Whoa, okay. So NAS did dump, especially from where we expected it to. I expect NAS to continue to dump because the US stock market is trying to correct itself, especially with all the trade issues and all of these things. We can expect that there is going to be further dump on NAS. All right, so this daily candle here, close right here, what we can expect to see is possibly a push up of a wick right here and then a new daily candle close below here. So that's the opportunity that we find ourselves in. Let's see. 1 hour candle has any. Okay. So we could possibly see right here being the area where price retests. It's a huge fair value gap right here. So we might be looking for price to come back into this area or to take a trade down. So that would be my move. I would want to see a pullback because price has broken the lows. As you can see, market structures right here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high, higher high, and then after I create this, higher low, sorry. After I create this higher low, market did not create a higher high, it created a lower high, and then push down, taking out all of these lows right here. So we're expecting now price to create a lower high to continue to create a lower low. So overall, we're looking for sells on NAS. And I think the same thing will happen. Yeah, the same thing happening on US30. So we can look for US30 to come back into this area right here. So this is a point of interest that US30 could come back to. So what we want to see is we want to see the pullback back into this area to push down. As you can see, similar to NAS, we will have this move. So price was going down nicely, creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows. And then it created a higher high, then a higher low, then a higher high, then a higher low, then a higher high, then a higher low or equal low. And then it created a higher high, then it created a higher low, then it created a lower high, which is lower than this previous high. And then it created a lower low, right? And it created a lower high again, and then pushed down, creating a lower low and knocking out all these previous lows. So now we're expecting a pullback for price to go again and create even a lower low, right? So that is what we're anticipating the market to do. So price could move in any one of these areas. So this is our point of interest here. Anywhere in this area, we want to see price pull back to, so we can get a trade to the downside. So I am seeing sells on US30, sells on NAS100. I am waiting for GJ gold to come back into this area to possibly take a buy. And for GJ, we're waiting for price to push up into our point of interest here to take a sell. So that is our breakdown on charts so far this week. So we're looking at some possibly amazing trades this week, looking to make some money. And we're about to purchase a funding challenge. So if anybody wants to join the challenge with us, you can do so, right? If you want to take the exact live trade that I'm taking, then you can actually sign up on the Learn to Trade, Learn and Earn group, where I'll be actually posting my trades daily. That is the paid community, which is $67 per month. So the paid community, you get will get live videos like this, like the guys on the Zoom right now, where you'll be able to ask me questions, you're able to go in depth in the trade analysis when you pay for that subscription. So you'll be able to get access to that. And then I created a free channel where I'll be able to share information. It's more of an information channel where you'll be able to, interact with other traders in that community and share trade ideas, share your wins and so on. And I might be sending out signals every now and then, might be sending signals every now and then, but for the most part, it's going to be a session where a section where it's just free content. Every detailed content will be in the Learn and Earn the Learn and Earn group. Let me just see if I can find if I can post the link for this, for the free community. So I just posted the link to the free community. So you have the Learn and Earn group, which is the Signals group, which is the group which I have some of my mentees in. And then you have the, and then you have the free community where I'll be posting, different content, videos, information, but there's also the opportunity for you to actually see a couple of signals. I probably send out a couple of signals weekly. I probably send out 1 signal or 2 signals each week in that community. I won't tell you the exact entry points. I'll just send out setups in the free group, but in the main group, I will send out entry signals and exits and all that good stuff. So yeah, so if you want the access, it's just $67 per month. You guys can pay for that. If you don't want to pay for it, but you want to be a part of the community, you can join the community on the link that I just shared a while ago, right? And then that's that. So I might think that I might be doing a challenge. I might be doing a giveaway. I want to do a couple of giveaways as well. If after we sign up for the funding pips. It's funding pips, right? Yeah, after we finish signing up for the funding pips and I feel comfortable with what's happening, I'll give away a free funding pips account to a lucky winner. So you guys have to be a subscribers, you have to be a subscriber, you have to be a follower, and you have to be in the Learn and Earn community, whether in the free community or the paid community. You have to be a part of those things. So think I'm going to give away a 50K account. So if any, or a 60K, I don't think that's 50K, I think it's 60K. So I'm going to be giving away a 60K account, but you have to be a part of the Learn and Earn community or the free community, and you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube, and you have to be a follower on Instagram and on TikTok, right? I'm also on TikTok. So TikTok, Learn to Trade JA. Right, so yeah. So let's do a quick recap. Looking for price to push up into here, somewhere into here, and then show signs of rejection and push down. If price actually comes down first, we want the price retest here to push down. But this is the point that we really don't want to pass. Don't foresee price passing here. So this is the furthest point I believe price would go, probably a little bit past there, probably even to down here. Could be a possibility where price could travel to. Right, so price could come down here. And then once it reaches down here, we can start to look for entries back up to the upside. All right. So that's GJ on gold. We're looking for price to come back before we enter any trade. We need to get a pullback before we can enter any gold trade. Because right now, gold is just moving up aggressively. On NAS, we need to see a pullback on NAS to come back into this area right here. I expect NAS to continue on top right here, but then we want to see a pullback for price to continue to push down. On NAS, on US30, same thing. We want to see price pull back here and then push down. So that's what we're looking at for these markets. Anybody have any questions before we wrap up? Been here for 2 hours now. Anybody have any questions that they want to ask? My team, when I have any questions, everybody clear with everything? Monday.
Good. For me, good.
All right.
Yeah, man.
You hear me?
Good.
Yeah, man, me here, man. All right, cool. Respect.
Yes.
Chat, is there anything that you guys want to ask? Any questions in the chat before we wrap up? You have any questions in the chat? Let me know and ask no, please. Before we wrap up, about to close this out. So we already do our markups and we're looking to close out. Remember, click the link to join the free community, or you can click the link to sign up for the Learn to Trade community as well. All right, so it seems everybody good. So guys, thanks a lot for tuning me on this Sunday. We came through early, got it done early, and now we're about to leave. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Don't rush any trades. Remember that we're doing a funding pips challenge this month. So get your funding pips account. I'm not affiliated with them, by the way. Probably I should get an affiliate link and share it. But we're doing a funding pips challenge this month. So let's see if we can pass that challenge and get some payouts. All right. So again, guys, thanks a lot for chilling with me. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to making some money with y'all. All right. So until next time, mind them, big up on yourself.
Big up.